right, 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 left.
I met Sam 2.5 years ago when I took over the sergeant position for the youth development unit. And from the moment I met her, her personality, the way that she carried herself, her character, all shined above her peers.
Post 25, attention!
We regularly joke that we want to be a part of her Secret Service team when she's the first female president.
Whenever you're marching, you need to be able to be watching the outline of the person next to you and making sure that you're staying in step, okay?
Yes, ma'am!
Sam is currently a lieutenant within the cadet post. Specifically, she's responsible for the training of current cadets as well as cadet recruits.
Make sure you keep your cover in alignment. Slow down, Herd.
In over a decade of working with youth, I've never come across a young person more committed, more dedicated, more professional than Sam.
Cover to the right, line to the right, lean back in front.
Sam got her interest in helicopters probably about 4 years ago. Her father is retired warrant officer of the Army. I am also a veteran of the Army, and I have been working with Apache helicopters for about 12 years now.
When I was doing my own research about flight careers, I looked at the Apache and I was like, that is something I want to fly. I think that both of my parents being in the Army definitely propelled me into the idea that I want to continue this kind of legacy of my family being in the service and serving our country.
Her father and I worked military-related positions, so she has moved around a lot.
Just going back and forth between their houses and watching my parents deploy, especially both parents at once, that was definitely a challenge that me and my sister and all my siblings had to overcome. And I'm settled in one community. I definitely want to give back and really become a member of that community. The first time that I heard about the foundation was through Sergeant Alexander. He came in and gave us the Character Does Matter course. It was very inspiring. It made me feel motivated. So we're helping out with a gentleman who lives in the area. He's retired from the Navy, and he's been having some problems with people coming back here and dumping trash.
You know, you have a young group of kids on an early Saturday morning coming out to clean up an alleyway, and they're all doing that out of respect for Sam.
All right, guys, let's pump it up. 1, 2, 3. You can do a team.
To me, that's a true testament to not only her abilities as a leader, but her character and her ability to form relationships.
Sergeant Alexander has always been a great mentor to me in showing me how to positively reinforce people. He's always motivating us and giving us advice.
She cares about the people around her. It doesn't have to be somebody that she knows for her to show empathy.
I think it's a great thing to just be able to see how, you just picking up a giant pile of trash is going to be helping out as a member of your community.
Why is that important to you, to serve in your community?
I mean, if not me, then who?
Tonight we are proud to present the 2018 Character Does Matter Scholarship to Samantha Schneider.
I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. Good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. Good vibrations.
Good evening. Thank you all for being here tonight. I'd like to take a moment. Well, basically, this is going to be a very long thank you speech, because I'm going to be honest with all of you here. If it weren't for my parents, if it weren't for my mentors, if it wasn't for the Travis Manion Foundation, I would not be here tonight. So, I want to take a moment and thank the Travis Manion Foundation for this incredible opportunity. This scholarship is going to allow me to complete my flight training, and it's also going to allow my father, who's sitting right over there, to stop joking about how he has to sell his internal organs in order for that to be accomplished. So, thank you very, very much. In all seriousness, the Travis Manion Foundation does work every day that is absolutely remarkable. They implore veterans and family of fallen service members to go out and mentor young students such as myself and teach us about important qualities such as character, leadership, and service. And now could not be a more imperative time. Our nation is facing polarization that it's never faced. And this leaves an impression on students such as myself. We see it in the media, in the news, all on social media as well. But the Travis Manion Foundation has stepped in and shown us, if not me, then who. They have taken probably one of the lead roles in not forgetting about the youth that so often are not led, are not guided, are not mentored. And with the If Not Me Then Who movement, they have outreach to 250,000 students, and that is important. That is so incredibly important, especially for the future of our nation and where we go from here. Thank you for remembering veterans, survivors, and the youth of this nation, and inspiring us with the legacy of Travis Manion, and showing us how and what it means to live by, if not me, then who. Next, I have to thank my amazing mentors I've had throughout these years. They have helped shape me into the young leader I am today. Ben Alexander, as you saw in the video, and all of my police cadet advisors have continually challenged me and given me guidance on leadership and resolving issues each day. Thank you all for volunteering your time to work with high schoolers, and while we are not easy to deal with, you've left a lasting impression on so many of us, so thank you to my advisors. Last but not least, my incredible parents. I have never met more patient people in my whole life because they have to deal with me every day. My craziness, ambition, schedule, they do it all. My parents, all four of them, because I do have step-parents, have been there to support me. They've given me direction and counsel that I would be lost without. And I know I have not been the simplest to deal with, but it is because of you that I am the person I am today. Truly, I am honored and humbled to be a small part of the legacy of the Travis Manion Foundation. There are so many of you here in this room tonight who have devotedly served to your communities, and I hope one day that I will be able to make an impact in the lives of others as you have impacted mine. Thank you, and good night.